everybody. Welcome to Perfectly Palm Beach. This is a place for a great conversation with really interesting and busy Palm Beachers. And speaking of busy, I'd like to welcome our guest today, Karen Klopp, who is the founder of What to Wear Where Guy.
Yeah, What to Wear Where.
Right, which is WEARWHERE with the big number 2. So easy to find if you've got to Google it. And it's a destination shopping guide and would you call it a website or blog?
It's a blog.
It's a blog.
It started as a website because it started before there were blogs. And
when did you start it?
I started it 12 years ago.
Wow.
It has been so successful, Guy. And honestly, every busy woman I know, corporate, regular, mother, whatever it is that you're doing in your life, whatever path you're on, everybody looks at it because it really helps you figure out what to wear where.
Okay,
so it does for life events, big life events.
Well, let's talk about travel.
Okay,
we were talking about travel earlier. Yes. Jenny asked me how I travel all the time, every couple of weeks back and forth to the north. So, did you appreciate what I was saying about having
absolutely
carry on?
Appreciated what you were saying because especially now with the way travel's going, you really don't want to have to check a bag.
Right.
So packing's even more important. I'm just really excited that recently we opened up the country to visitors.
That's right, foreign visitors.
So because we need the tourists back, we need the business travel back.
Right.
And
wait, let's back up here. Why don't we want to check bags? What is it about checking bags?
God.
Because it just waylays you? I mean, I want to know what you guys are saying so our listeners can be like, oh yeah, that's how
you can get stuck in the airport for an hour or more.
Right.
Waiting for your bag.
It's a time issue.
It's definitely a time issue.
Okay. I just wanted to explain that.
Or what about if you're going through the Atlanta airport and you have a connection? Okay.
That's true.
It's better to have your darn luggage with you so
That's
you can
true.
Really is.
book through the airport running like, O.J. Simpson, jumping over things.
Airport.
And also, we don't want to spend more time in the airport than we have to.
That's right.
Right.
It's really crowded. And even though we have masks on, it just makes sense.
Right, exactly.
To be lean and mean.
That's right.
Exactly.
So I always found it easy to pack by color.
Me too, Guy.
I take
That's
everything.
exactly how I pack.
Yep. I take everything in blue and white. For a man, it's easy.
I do too.
I bring a blue blazer. I bring khaki slacks, white slacks.
I do blue and white too.
Yeah. It's just easy.
I can
go from day to night with that.
And black, because for women can wear blue and black together.
I don't wear black ever. Unless it's a tuxedo.
And also
women wear black.
Because packing takes planning.
Exactly.
You don't just I have a friend that drives me crazy. The day of, she said, I have to pack. I'm like, well, you have to start thinking about packing before you actually have to pack.
Right.
And color scheme is one that we totally recommend. We have in the book different color schemes that go nicely together.
Book, everybody.
Different color schemes for winter or for summer, or if you're traveling to the tropics, just, the colors that really go well together and how to accessorize them. So it's, to your point, it's really important.
So give us a list. We call her KK, everybody. So if you hear me saying KK, that's her nickname, but it's for Karen Klopp. So give our listeners the list. Like, what's the top 10?
Okay, the top 10, and we happen to have a little bit of a show and tell going here.
We do.
That you never want to get on a plane without. Number 1 is a pashmina or wrap, because it keeps you so cozy. You can put it use it as a blanket.
Because it's freezing.
A pillow. I just came down from New York. The flight was freezing, and I was happy. I actually had 2. I was happy to have them.
Right. And you don't want to get one of those little blankets that the airline
they're
passes out
disgusting.
because they're disgusting.
I don't think they give them out anymore.
No, I think
you know what?
stopped.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yes.
No,
okay.
that
ended.
Right. And they have those little travel blankets, but that takes up a lot of room.
Yeah.
This you can wear. You can
you can actually use it later.
Use it later.
Right.
Exactly.
You can put it over your head if you want some privacy. It's like the number one thing.
Now, as a man, I'm really not going to be wearing a pashmina, but
why?
I disagree.
I disagree too.
But I have some great cashmere scarves I do this with.
Well, yeah.
So
exactly.
it's not too dissimilar.
It's the same thing. Yeah. Same difference. Is
sure.
Right.
Okay.
Second thing is a really lightweight down vest that you can wear layer on top of what you're wearing, on top of a jacket, under a jacket. And it's so cozy. Even in the summer, the planes are freezing.
Right.
So we always recommend that.
Right. And it looks very good and sleek over a long sleeve shirt, a t-shirt, a blazer. I mean, you know, kind of, or you can put it under the blazer.
Under the blazer.
It kind of all works together.
It looks good.
Right. I
even
miss
on
wearing
top.
mine.
Yeah.
I miss wearing my
Let's
down
get you one,
vests.
Janie.
No, are you kidding? I've got hundreds of them, but I don't wear them here. It's too hot. But that's a great suggestion.
So
I love
that's
that.
number 2.
Right.
And then also in the book, we have a couple of rules. One is the 3 shoe rule.
I love
And
this.
we're demonstrating here. We've got, well, I'll start with the low one. So a low shoe.
Comfortable, you can wear all day long.
Comfortable.
So that's a wedge that you've got in your hand.
This is a wedge
Right.
because I'm short, so I don't go flat.
Right.
But you could do ballet flats, Belgian loafers.
Right.
There's a lot of choice. I could not imagine wearing sneakers walking around London, Paris, or Rome.
But sneakers
No
are
support.
But sneakers are
they're so
very
hot at the moment.
in and very hot at the moment.
Yeah.
And I think the people who wear them, most of the people who wear them look good on them.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that. I'm more of like a little bit of a
And also,
flat.
you know, a little wedge is it's comfortable. It's good for your back and stuff. But you have to be comfortable.
The other
walking
thing
around.
about shoes are you should do 2 things. Get a gel pad to put inside for travel and have your shoe repair.
scored.
Put rubber on the bottom.
Oh, rubber. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Because in men's
Right.
shoes, we always score the leather on the bottom.
Right.
Make sure
So
killing
you're not
yourself.
slipping.
Right. It
Yeah.
just it also absorbs all the walking on cement.
Exactly.
everywhere. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
This is my mid-heel shoe. It's kind of a kitten heel.
How tall is that heel?
That's about 2 inches.
2
2
inches.
inches.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's a medium heel.
That's
And
what you would call that. I don't call that a kitten heel.
you don't?
No.
Okay.
No, that's like that's like a medium. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
'Cause
medium
kitten
heel.
is like little
It's
kitten heel.
teeny.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
Anyway.
speaking a different language.
But
to me.
you
Yeah.
could
I'm sorry.
it could be a wedge. It could be a boot.
Right.
But it's just like, well, you wouldn't bring 3 boots because of the space it takes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, where's your
3
boot here,
different.
Karen?
I don't have my boot, but this is the best, the stiletto.
It's the best.
And here I've packed all in black.
Right.
So, and these take up practically no room in the suitcase.
Unicolor.
And
Yes.
it's really easy to mix
easy.
and match black with.
But
that.
everything you
Right?
brought today, you know, the people that are just listening can't see it, but you've got gray, black, off-white, and that's it.
beige.
Yeah.
Basically. But that's
Right.
my palette.
Right,
That's
right.
your
I'm more of a
palette.
neutral person.
Yeah.
You might be a
Right.
blue person or a red
Right.
person.
Right.
And there's some really nice combinations for the winter, like black and purple.
Yeah.
and a
black and red.
raspberry
is a great-
or black and
raspberries.
red.
Yeah.
So it also depends where you're going.
That's
Right.
exactly right. I was
Yeah.
just about to say this because this is a cold weather kind of like city,
Right.
urban kind of
Right. If I'm
trip.
coming to
I mean,
Florida,
I'm coming on this trip. But
Yeah, we're all coming on this trip.
Yeah.
But wait, KK, so tell me something. You've just come from New York where it's really cold,
yes,
but it's not so warm here either at the moment. So were you surprised how cold it was?
someone warmed me.
Ah,
so
okay.
that's why I had all of my my stuff lined up.
So do you take that into account? How close to when you're traveling and packing is my question. That
You
what
never-
you think the weather's going
Yeah,
to be.
you never stop checking the weather.
Right.
It's the first thing you do. It's the last thing you do.
Okay.
Right, exactly.
And because it can change on a dime.
Yeah,
Right. So, but
absolutely.
let's say you don't have the time. Like, let's say you're going to be traveling from one country to the next, and temperatures are going to change, and weather's going to change. How do you adapt to that before you leave?
Well,
Like in
that's
your
where
packing.
that's
You
where
gotta be
layering
prepared.
comes in.
Yeah, right.
That's where
the down
pieces like
vest
this
and the
or
pashmina and
a
stuff
little
like
lightweight down jacket, the pashmina,
Mhm. Right.
you know,
Yeah.
a sweater, a shirt under the sweater,
Right.
then the vest and this
Right.
and your coat. So
That happened to us a lot when we were in Peru, and a lot of times we didn't have cell service where we were, so we couldn't look up what the weather
Right,
was.
right.
Right. So it was just good to have all those layers with
yeah.
us, and we were always prepared. The jewelry that is
Jewelry.
as a girl, I mean, I'm interested to see that you have a lot of costume jewelry, right? Are you a
lot.
believer in not bringing the real thing?
I am a
the real
believer
deal?
in not bringing the real thing.
Okay,
Okay.
why is
So,
that?
Because I've lost
You've
a
lost
lot
things.
of it.
Oh,
Absolutely.
lost or
Or stolen.
No, lost.
Lost.
And I just say, don't bring anything that would upset you if you lose it.
Okay, fair
So
enough.
then
But how do you go to a big event? Let's say you're going to somewhere.
How about this?
Yeah, well, it's pretty fabulous.
It's pretty fabulous.
On a black dress.
That's pretty fabulous.
Yeah, that's a great big necklace.
Yeah.
And there's so many, sort of blingy things you can do.
And you're like recommending like the big statement stuff too.
I do. I like it for travel. It's lightweight. Mm-hmm. This is my friend Teresa Colley.
Beautiful.
Lionessa.
Floral earring.
That's
very
gorgeous.
pretty.
Plug.
So you're still in your same color palette.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am. And then,
consistency.
This is really a great look
on
a turtleneck sweater with
a black beautiful. And gold link long necklace.
Yeah, exactly.
Big accent piece. I get that.
So there have been times in my life, honestly, that, I've had to go to a wedding or some kind of black tie event out of town. And I have gone to your website so that I can literally see what you suggest for a particular event, right? And what I love about it is that there is an actual picture. It's not just words. It's the actual picture of the dress, the actual picture. So I can click onto that and I can go to Saks and literally buy that if I want to, right?
Absolutely.
Which is so explain to everybody else kind of how the website really works.
Well, it's called a click-through. So we put together, we take an event and put together a collage of things that we think would be great for that event. And then if you click through and we receive a percentage of commission if you buy that item, that dress. And of that, then we donate a portion of our proceeds to our charity of the month.
Which is so nice.
So
how do you switch charities every month?
We do.
So how do you decide what charity each month?
It's just a combination. This month it was Hope for Depression, which is an organization very dear to the hearts of
all of
Palm
us.
Beachers.
Many people.
Yes.
Right.
Audrey Gruss has just done a
fantastic
incredible job. Their lunch is tomorrow. So we just did a post about it. Yeah. At the plaza. So, and I heard you speaking earlier about crowds and gatherings. New York is back.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much packing them in, and everybody seems very happy to be together.
So when somebody is going, let's just use London as an example.
Yeah.
Right. So you were just
I just came back from London.
So
it was great.
Tell us what the COVID, mandates are there and the restrictions that your protocols that you were.
You had to fill out a form, have a test
on the plane.
No, you had to fill out a form before you went.
Okay.
And you had to submit your vaccine certificate.
Right.
Okay.
Then when you got to London, you had to be tested within 2 days.
So do they give you places that you can go, or do you have to find that on your own?
They do, but the hotels also can get people in to do it for you.
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So we got tested day 2.
Not COVID kits, but literally somebody that would come in and test
a doctor
for you.
Or a medical person.
I know initially how much that cost way back when COVID just broke out, because my husband and I had
a fortune.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was so ridiculous. Is it the same price structure?
Well, I think it was the same to have a doctor come in. It was pretty pricey. But I'm sure if you could find, because it's a whole cottage industry now.
It has
you could have gone down to Boots maybe and gotten a test there. Right. Okay. Yeah. All right. So
then 2 days before we left, we had to have a test to get back into the country. And they looked at the documentation on both ends.
Interesting.
Okay.
So, well, we like that.
We like that.
Yeah.
But it's a small price to pay for,
no question.
I don't think this is ever
traveling
change
again.
Now. I think this is here.
So I'm okay,
I'm okay
about
with
it.
That.
But New Yorkers literally have. There's an app that you can get on your phone. My kids have it, where they've got their COVID information.
You don't
on
have to be
right?
just in
We
New
don't
York.
have that in Florida yet, do we?
I don't think we do.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I carry my card
vaccinated
on me.
here.
I carry mine.
Yeah, I do.
I do. And as Guy and I were saying, it was really nice to go to that event the other night, and literally before the Sunday concert that you went to, on that previous Monday, there was an evening event to kind of kick off the season for the symphony.
Right.
And they took everyone's temperatures. That we walked into the club, and it was a private venue, so I understand them doing that. And then I was so happy. Here's my card. I was so happy somebody asked.
Here's my card.
Here's my card.
Yeah.
I think you have to show it a lot in New York.
Right. Okay. You have also all this information on your website too?
I do.
Okay.
And now during COVID, I put the book online with a COVID edition. The book, Packing for Travel, kind of came out of people when we started the website. people wrote, and you can still write, I would love you to, and say, hey, I'm going to this. What should I wear? I'm going to this. What should I wear? And 99.9% of the questions were about travel. So that's how the book, Packing for Travel, came about.
Right.
And it was all the questions and more. It runs everything from camping, glamping to black tie, white tie. And then when during COVID, I had time to do it as an ebook. So what's nice about that is that you can click on the links to the CDC,
right,
to
Wonderful.
the World Health Organization, so you can get up to the minute.
Right.
right.
And then also,
because if you're traveling and things are changing in other countries, you need to know
moment to moment.
Yeah, that was very smart of you, KK.
Yeah.
So how do you update your website constantly?
Yeah,
That's
we
hard.
do. We do a newsletter every other week, and then we write articles for New York Social Diary every other week.
Great.
So it's all on the same topic. It's all the same stuff.
Okay.
It's great.
So do you find that people are writing you about sort of like evening things? Is it daytime things? What do busy women particularly, what are they having a hard time with?
Well, it used to be the events,
Right.
specific events, because, so many times when it's black tie, you don't know whether to go long and short or short.
It's so
back
true.
in the day before
it's easy
COVID
for guys, right?
It is.
It is. You
I don't
just
know.
change your cummerbund or something.
I have
right?
400 blazers, so
You don't have 400 tuxedos.
No, I have 7 black
Okay.
ones,
Okay.
and 1 white one, and 1
Right.
pink one.
So my husband just changes his.
Wow.
He just changes his shirt. And
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Same.
most men it's easy.
Right. For men, it's
I'm
easy,
still
but for
complicated.
women, it's just so hard.
Right.
KK.
Men
Yeah.
have basically 5 outfits.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Jeans, khaki and a shirt, suit,
Right.
tie, suit, no tie now,
Right.
and tux.
Yeah.
So what is the rule for mid-length, or for lower length or for women? What is the rule?
There is no rule, but I would rather go short I'd rather be the only one wearing short than long.
Yes.
I would rather be at
Why?
a party.
Yes.
Tell me why.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Tell me why. Wouldn't you rather be?
Would you
Would you
rather be
rather be
the only
overlooked?
person in a suit when it's really a black tie affair? No.
Right.
No, of course.
That's what that is.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand that. Okay,
that's the
that
same
makes
thing.
sense.
Right.
But there are a lot of events that some people, like everybody's going to wear short. So we investigate that.
Right.
We call the chairs. Lots of times we know who they are. And
Right.
What
Be
are, what are
good to know
people
what
wearing?
the chairs are wearing. Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, well, let me ask you first. I don't want to talk about my personal experience.
Yes, you do, Jamie.
Come on, tell us.
No.
us.
I mean, there was an event that actually my husband and I went to pre-COVID. We walked in, we had no idea it was black tie, and walked in, was like, oops. Turned around, ran home, changed. But that would have been kind of like, there's a long walkway into the main event, so we weren't embarrassed, but initially was like, oh my God, why didn't we know? Right? Has that ever happened to you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Read
That's
the fine
happened to
print.
all of us. Yes.
Oh, it has. Oh, good.
But I also think sometimes there's a fine underlined thing that nobody knows except for certain people.
Mm-hmm.
Like it'll say black tie optional, but everyone arrives in black tie, or the reverse. Everyone's not in black tie and you're the only one. But it said right there on the card, black tie optional. What does that mean exactly? How can it be optional?
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be optional. It's one or the other.
The
I don't
worst thing
understand.
the worst thing that for me actually, and I think for men really more, is creative black tie. What
I
on earth does
like
mean?
that one because I can be all festive and crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess that's what that means,
It
right?
does.
Color.
All right.
Yeah,
So, for
right.
instance, here's a perfect thing. The Norton is having an event, and I'm invited, and it says colorful attire. Okay. What colorful attire? Am I wearing a bathing suit?
I hope not.
No, not at this age. But I'm just saying. No, don't you think that's a lack of specificity?
Well,
it's kind of confusing.
Yes, it is confusing.
They're trying to have fun.
Yeah.
I get that. I get that.
For women, that would not be very hard because you just get
for men,
a
that's
really
complicated.
bright cocktail dress.
Right, but for
Right,
men, you're going
right?
to wear a Hawaiian shirt. I mean, literally.
No. It is.
Who knows?
That's a different theme.
You just
that's another thing.
you just sort of don't know what to do. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what are the biggest challenges, Karen, that you think that women and men face when they go to exotic vacations. You know, if you're going to,
because people are traveling again.
They are traveling again.
They're traveling again
It's
now.
not just going to the main cities, but somebody who's going to Morocco or somebody who's something that's a little off the beaten path. For instance, what do you suggest they take? All this
the
kind
necessities.
of stuff. The necessities.
Well,
you're not bringing those 3-inch heels. Maybe you are.
Maybe I am.
Yeah, at night.
Maybe I'm bringing
right?
3-inch wedges.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Morocco, you'd be more into the flowy things in the caftans.
Okay.
Right. Exactly.
Bring a few with you and buy a few.
right.
Do men wear caftans, Keke?
Yes.
Is you
It's
finding
so
that to be a
elegant.
trend now?
I don't think it's a trend, but I think it's a great look.
But I'm seeing them all of a sudden.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
that I'd wear one because I feel like I'm wearing a dress. But
I know the men
Right.
in my life would never wear
no,
one.
I can't see
No.
your husband in a caftan.
No,
No.
only
That
for
would be the end of his life.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh my
Not
God.
even.
Well, how do I wear socks? He would say.
Yeah. How do I wear my
What do I do?
sneakers with this?
Exactly. Exactly. So, Karen, we know that you live a little outside of Palm Beach in an equestrian neighborhood.
Wellington.
Wellington. Okay, you want to sit in Wellington?
Yep.
And how is there a different
Vibe.
style out there?
Absolutely.
It's more casual, right?
It's all about the horse out there. It's
Yeah.
much more casual.
Yeah, it's more about
Um,
what he's wearing than what you're wearing.
Exactly.
What the horse is
The
wearing.
horse is wearing.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I
That's
get
the
that.
he in that sentence.
And
yeah.
the equestrian outfits, there's none better
None
or
better.
more flattering to men and women
Love
than
I
those
know.
white pants,
Yeah.
the boots, tight shirt, jacket. I mean, it's great. I just love going out and looking at the fashion out there.
It's so
But
much
it
fun.
is more casual. And then there's certain things like Sunday lunch you might dress up for.
Right.
And
At
but-
IPC, you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Tell everybody
Or-
about that. Or
Well, it's the International Polo Club.
Mhm.
It's a really nice place. They do a Sunday game, which everyone's welcome to. It's a ticketed affair, and
It's fun too.
it's fun. I
I've been
remember
with
you
you
in
with
that
that.
lily jacket.
Yes.
I was looking for the photo. I couldn't find
Oh my
it.
gosh, that was a good photo. It was
That
everywhere.
was Lily Day
Yeah, it was
out
Lily
at
Day.
IPC. So that's fun. The girls dress up. Some people wear hats. Definitely 3-inch wedges.
but it's nice
they're
that it's
stomping the
open to
divots.
everybody.
Right.
It
It
really
is,
is.
yeah.
Right. So when you come into Palm Beach, KK, with your husband, or you're coming
Yep.
in to visit friends, or you've got guests in for the weekend, what do you do with everybody in Palm Beach?
Well, I love to go to the beach, which sounds kind of funny, but during COVID, there was a whole group
Right.
That,
or Thursday.
Thursday, swimming in
part
the
of that?
ocean.
Every once in a while.
That was fun. But mainly it's the shops and restaurants.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite restaurant?
I love the Colony.
I
love
always
Swifties at the Colony.
Me too.
Yeah, the
Me
food
too.
is
kind of my go-to.
fantastic. They're coming
Yeah.
on. They're coming on soon.
Oh, they are?
Yes, I'm
Oh, great.
excited. Yes, because they've got new menus and fun, yummy
Excellent.
things and lots of good things going on.
But
at the
there's,
Colony.
all the restaurants are great.
Yeah, they
I mean,
are.
Don't you
just
find
can't
it
go
hard to
wrong.
get a reservation even
Yes.
It's
I mean,
crazy,
I called up
right?
I called up and made reservations all the way through December.
Did they let you do that?
They didn't have a choice.
No, they do have a choice.
No.
Because a lot of the restaurants actually have a rule. It's a month.
I know, but
That's
you
what
know
you
what?
have, right?
Right.
I'm out every
Yeah.
single night. They better let me have a reservation. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm
Is that terrible?
I'm special.
Yeah, no, I'm special. I just feel like I'm
You're,
there.
you're a star
No.
of the podcast. Come on.
I just feel like if you're a regular, they should let you make a reservation. If they're someone you don't know, I understand. Oh, sorry, 1 month at a time.
Well, you have to be perfectly dressed like Karen is all the time.
That's true.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
true.
thank
And
you.
her book, Packing for Travel.
Packing for travel.
Yes.
It's just it's a Bible. I'm going to just keep this right on my bedside table.
I want you to
Thank
write a
you.
men's
Yeah.
version.
Okay. Will you write it with me?
I would be glad
Okay,
to.
great.
That's a really
You
great
really- yeah.
idea.
Because
Okay,
I
let's
think
do it.
men have a harder time than women.
I
with
don't
these
think
kind of
so.
things.
I don't think so. I think women sweat the small stuff. I mean, I know when I'm packing, I'm constantly wait, I love that brown blazer,
you have
but
so
I'm
many
doing
choices.
navy and white, so I don't know what to do, and it's
Right.
so confusing. And I think actually, jewelry and shoes are the hardest thing. So I'm so happy that you brought those examples
Thank
in,
you.
because I think for women that's really I don't bring costume because I mentally have a hard time wearing costume jewelry. Really.
You have to
don't?
get over that, Janie.
No, you wear all the, you wear
I wear
real
all-
stuff. You wear real stuff all the time, guy.
You're right. But you know what? I sleep in my big ring.
But when you travel,
I don't ever take it off.
Well, yeah,
When
I don't
travel,
either. I know.
travel. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
If they're going to kill me over my ring, let them.
So
Really,
it
I'm
doesn't.
not kidding.
Yeah, wouldn't bother you.
I don't think about it.
wouldn't
Somebody
bother you.
else would be
right.
just distraught.
But
Right.
I think this is very thought provoking because, the 3 shoe rule is so
Very
smart.
clever.
It's very clever. And I always have a pashmina, but I don't always have a vest on me. And I think it's
That's a good
also
idea.
really easy to roll up and stick in anywhere, right?
And it's a great
Absolutely.
pillow on a
Yes.
plane.
It really is.
Exactly.
I
Right.
always travel
So-
with a down jacket.
Yeah.
Always. It's just like this, but with sleeves.
Now,
And-
wait,
Yeah.
before we end this, I'm just curious about the cosmetic. We didn't talk about that. Cosmetics and dop kits and things that I have a really hard time with hair products and shampoos, and it's hard to kind of figure out how to pack for that.
The thing is to have your dop kit packed already. You just leave it.
That's a good idea.
Mine's always
just-
packed.
You just leave it packed.
Leave it packed.
And when you run out, when you return from the trip, you put the samples back
Right,
in.
right.
right.
And I have an extensive packing list for toiletries in the book.
You do.
So
yeah,
you
of
should take a
course.
look at that.
Right.
And on the ebook, you can click through and buy those things.
So where can you buy
Which
the
is
book,
so
actually?
good.
A physical book.
The physical
In
book
Palm
is
Beach? Can
on
you buy it in Palm
Amazon.
Beach? It's on Amazon. Is
Amazon.
there any place in Palm Beach that you can buy it
Not yet, but
We have to work on that.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
and
let's
then
work on
the ebook is on ISSU, ISSUU.com.
ISSU.com. Right.
.com.
Right.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
How do you spell it again, Karen?
ISS.
ISSUU. Is Seuss?
No, it's one U. ISSU, isn't it?
No.
I think it's- I
we're
think
going
it's
to
two.
figure that out.
Yeah,
and get back to
sorry.
you guys.
Yeah, we'll
We're
let you
gonna
know.
Stay tuned.
debate that here. Right. Exactly. So we're so happy that you were here
Thank you.
today. And we're so proud of you, Karen. You're really, putting out a book
Yeah,
is
I'm proud
not
of you.
easy.
Thank you.
It's not easy, and it's really full of great information. And this is all super useful stuff that I haven't thought about. And now that we're going to start to travel again, we need to think about the logistics, right?
Thank you. And
Yeah.
thank you for having me on. I should have said that
So-
first.
we love
so
having
much
you.
fun.
So
We
flattered.
love having you
Thank
on.
you.
Yeah, good.
Love you both.
So welcome, and I don't know. That's it, guys.
It's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
on that, yes. Where are we going? Let's pack. Let's
Start
pack
traveling.
it.
Let's start
go for a
traveling.
trip. Yes.
Let's figure out
Everyone
a
should
great
start
trip.
traveling.
Yeah, exactly.
That's for sure.
Bye, everybody. See you
Bye.
soon.
Bye.